am I addicted to a phone if I constantly check my messages for work? Is it considered as an addiction?
My phone tells me that I'm spending 2 hours on Twitter.
Consumed by another form of distraction.
No. You see, you take away your phone and your digital devices for your case, and then you go and play your guitar. Or
Yeah,
you
sure.
can just,
I'm happy.
you just-
I can do that for hours.
yeah. 3Ds in the pod. Hi, I'm the Drunken Dad, and we have Amodan and TY.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Today, the topic is: Do we need, us three and our audience? Do we need a digital detox? So, what is a digital detox? Well, I thought I'd start with a few questions for you. I'll answer first, and then you can share your answers with me. And the audience can also think about this and maybe put some comments down below. So my first question is, how many hours do you spend on your phone or computer daily? So my answer is, my phone tells me that I'm spending 6 hours on the phone, and then when I get back to the office, I'm sure I'm spending at least another 6 hours on the computer. So that's 12 hours. How about you two?
I spend my waking hours as well as my sleeping hours with my digital device.
That's 24 hours.
24 hours.
No, actually, interestingly, when I was in Beijing studying, right, I asked my teachers this question as well, because we talk about digital what is it called,
Awareness.
intoxication. So I asked, how do you define, just now you said you're on the phone 6 hours, right? How do you define on the phone? For example, am I addicted to a phone if I constantly check my messages for work? Is it considered as an addiction? Like, for example, because now we are always on the go, I check emails, I reply my random messages here and there. Is that considered as dependency? Is that considered
Well, for me, let's get personal, because I raise this topic because I think I might have an issue. So it's more of a sort of a group help,
Therapy.
self-help group therapy. So my phone tells me that I'm spending 2 hours on Twitter.
Wow, that's a lot of.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then it's telling me I'm about an hour on Facebook. And but that is probably work related for my business. And then there's 2 hours of creative, because I do a lot of video editing stuff and graphics stuff as well. But I think the 2 hours on Twitter is probably maybe, if we have a conclusion to this talk, maybe my detox should be getting off Twitter. Anyway, how about so how many hours do you reckon, Mr. Drunken Dad?
I will say, other than sleeping, which is maybe at least 7 hours to 8 hours, I'm kind of constantly on my phone. Like it's quite impossible for me to go without my phone for more than 1 hour. It's just not possible. And okay, unless I'm with my kids, right? For example, I'm out there. But even if when I'm with my kids, right, whenever my phone vibrates, I'll just check it. Like, if that's considered as a, but some people who are really non-digital, how to say, not dependent on them, right? They can just leave the phone there, and then 3 hours later they come back and see, oh, okay, I have some messages, and then they reply, and they can tell you that 3 hours. I mean, TY is really hard to get on WhatsApp. Like, he will never reply your message.
Not never. It's not immediate.
But again,
well, don't worry.
So
question eight is related to family meals and stuff.
Okay, so that's the first question. Okay, then I will say maybe 18.
18. Oh wow. Okay. Actually, I haven't got a problem then. Maybe, I don't know. Hold on. Okay. Now the next one is: do you check? Now I think we'll just say any digital device. do you check your digital device immediately after waking up and before going to bed? And for me, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I thought I've done something great, which is I switch off my phone when I go to bed. So that whenever I wake up in between to go toilet, right, I will not take the effort to check whatever. So I'll
Hmm.
just go to the toilet and then come back and sleep. You know what I mean? Like, but last time I would check because it's so convenient, right? You just like
Hmm.
scan and then you just check. So yeah, I do. TY too.
Yeah, so earlier I said I spend my waking and sleeping hours constantly on my device, right? But yet I don't reply immediately to text messages and things like that. So that's a kind of irony there, right? So what happens is that I need white noise when I sleep. So when I sleep, I will put on my headphones or earphones. I'll play something, physics, history, anything, and then anything boring. Okay, then I'll knock out. Now, when I'm awake, I don't check for messages or emails. I will just browse or any news or new YouTube content.
Hmm.
Just a quick one, and then I'll get up. Let's say for example, I'll get up, I'll bring my iPad, I'll play the news or I play the music, and then do my brushing, my cleaning up. So is that considered checking handphone? But I'm constantly on my mobile device, multimedia
Yeah, well,
device.
I think it is.
Mm.
That's kind of just scrolling,
But
scrolling, isn't
I
it?
don't check my texts, I don't check my emails until I'm ready to
Yeah,
work.
but I think scrolling social media, YouTube is included in this. Okay, third question then. Do you feel anxious when your phone is not with you or is out of reach? And so that any digital device. And so for me, to be quite specific about this, if I do leave the house and I'm on the train, I go, oh, where's my handphone? Where's my phone? I do feel
Uh,
anxious for sure.
uh,
And it's a very apparent when, say, I need my phone is broken and I'm waiting for a new one, or I'm going to the shop to get a new one. That
mm,
period with no phone, it's like there's like a tick. You're going into your pocket and it's not there.
Oops.
So
mm.
Yeah.
I have a problem if I don't have it with me for
I
sure.
think I think if I'm with my family, like the immediate family, like my wife, and my kids, right? I'm okay to go without phone. As in, like for example, when I'm
Hmm.
home, and then like let's say we are doing something, we're having dinner or something. I would say I can do without.
Hmm.
Mm, I would say I can do without, but right now the practice is I will just conveniently check once in a while.
Hmm.
Like, not because I don't know whether that's an addiction or a habit, but yeah, but I think I can do without.
Or even when you go outside.
Even when I go outside, if let's say I'm with my but these days is another thing is because now I really don't use cash. I use a lot of digital payment and I don't have
Hmm.
like digital watch and stuff, right? So I make payment with my phone a
Yeah.
lot. So that's another reason why I'm very dependent on my phone.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Mm.
UI,
For
do
digital
you feel
payment,
anxious?
I still carry a wallet and I still have my
Card.
the card. So I'm always worried for something if I run out of battery and things like that. So I always have my card, ATM or even just the wireless card. So that's for sure. But I can go without phone if I consciously know that okay, I'm not gonna touch my phone. I can go without phone because I also carry a notebook, a sketchbook, and I do sketches. So I can and sketches is really a good way to wheel your time away. I can
Hmm.
sit in a cafe with my family. They can read their books. They can and then we will do our stuff. But now I'll do my sketching. So or my friends, I can just do my sketches, and it'll take me a while. I can go on for an hour or so, yeah.
Mm,
Or yeah. So this is something interesting that
mm,
Uh, but if I don't carry my nice pens or color pencils, or I don't have my notebook, then I guess my digital device is the best way out. Yeah. If
mm.
not, what are you gonna do? knock on the table and right, or look at hot babes and give ratings. All right, 10.
All right. Do you often find yourself scrolling through social media or apps without a specific purpose? Yes, I do, and that's that 2 hours of Twitter.
Yeah, I just check every day. I spend approximately 1 to 2 hours on Instagram. So like
Okay.
Oh
just
yeah, you can check
Tuesday, which
that.
is yesterday, I spent 1 hour and 22 minutes on Instagram, and I spent 1 hour and 24 minutes on WhatsApp.
Okay. Well, that's WhatsApp is more. I probably that'd be more work related, right? Communications.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
TY.
yeah, yeah. So the whole thing about social media is this. I mean, purely based on the question asked, I'm not looking to verify information on social media. I'm looking for information or for new
Oh, I
information to.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, definitely I do have a purpose looking at Instagram or Facebook or whichever social media we're talking about. But I'm always like, oh, okay, so there's a nice photo. Okay, there's some news. Oh, Elon Musk said
Hmm.
something stupid. Oh, that's Donald Trump again. Yeah.
Actually, that's a
So
good point. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. To be honest, even on Twitter, it's all about current news around
yeah.
in Britain and America. Um, that's for me personally. I'm not looking, but I'm wanting to find out what's going on. So I'm using that as a source, along with other. It's more, news actually. News
Mm.
actually, just
But
going off a
mm,
tangent a bit. I'll be using quite a number of news sources too, not just Twitter,
but
but
that actually, there's a very thin line between. Okay, that we discuss later. But remind me
hmm.
the word FOMO. FOMO.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely there's FOMO, fear of missing out, and plus doom scrolling, where you're only going through negative stuff and you're getting actually addicted to negative
Yeah.
news feed. Okay, um,
Next.
have we all answered that number one, that number four? Yeah. Have you ever realized that you spent time more time than intended on a screen, uh, losing track of time? Have you lost track of time when you're on scrolling through? I don't think I have actually, because I've got this amount of time. I'm just going to scroll through, do stuff, and then I know I've got another appointment or I've got a class to get
Yeah.
to. So I haven't really lost track of time. How about you two?
I guess it's all
Only when
percent.
I watch,
Mm.
only when I watch dramas. Then I'll
Hmm.
be like, okay, I started at 12. Then it's 3. You know how
No,
drama
so I
just
want.
continue and continue and continue. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's because the perception of the next appointment is not important. If the perception of the next appointment is important, I'm sure you will not continue that. You will like, okay, no, I'm
Hmm.
gonna cut it off. Oh, okay, I'm
My
just gonna
next
stop.
appointment is to
I'm gonna
sleep. So
yeah. So it's not important,
so
right? So
sleeping
you
is
think that
not important.
that's chill. Yeah, I can lay
I
back a
can afford.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I have an urgent meeting, I won't be scrolling anything, man. I'll be like, okay, preparing. Make
Or
sure
I need to wake up early for an important meeting. Then I
yeah.
won't mind.
So it's
Yeah.
it's the perception of the next appointment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
True. That's,
Um, does screen time affect your sleep or relaxation? Now, I think as more of the physical thing of using your handphone before sleeping, the white light, the LED light is not good for you generally anyway. So they always suggest that you not use it an hour
mm,
before going to bed. So I think in terms of the physical problem of the light, I think it is affecting my sleep because I do wake up really tired, and that's been quite a recent thing. In terms of relaxation, no, I can just relax, so that's not a problem.
same.
Mm.
Same.
Hmm.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ty.
Yeah.
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 Same.
My device definitely helped me relax.
But
Yeah.
do you think the white, the as in the light, the blue light thing
Oh, the blue
affects
light, yeah.
your sleep
No, because
quality?
even that the blue light thing is is there's room for debates. That's not even a proven science yet. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
if you do a read up, okay, but of course we still want those who want to sponsor us. The blue lens reading glasses. You still will need a sponsor, but there's the different school of thoughts. Well, the fact is that it's not proven.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
like more of a placebo effect. If you think that it will work, then wear your specs and then reduce your screen time and things like that.
Mm.
And of course, then the other end is like some device or rather a lot of smart device already have that they change the yellow light, right?
Now
Apple did.
here's one. Do you feel distracted by notifications even during conversations or important tasks? Now, this
Okay.
During
I
I
conversation.
think
think it. I'm a kind of in a. I
I
I
think it's
will.
hard to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, if let's say you are talking to us, will you have the urge to go back to your Twitter? I don't think you will, right?
No, I think you might look. I think actually this is quite a good one when you're around a dinner table and it goes ping. You look down and go, oh, okay, whatever, and then you carry on talking. Um, I don't think you'll just then pick it up and start,
Yeah. Yeah.
chit chatting with
Because
I
somebody.
don't even pick it up. So
no,
yeah.
I think
So
there are
yeah.
people who will, for example, during a dinner time, then they will start swiping like IG or Twitter, like that kind of thing. Like I mean, most
Mm,
importantly, if you don't feel engaged and you feel like okay, it's time to fill out my time, which is the main purpose according to the survey why people are addicted
Hmm.
to digital
Hmm.
devices.
Hmm.
Then that. But I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think.
we
Yeah,
should put a pin in that because that's a good point. The filling in time when we're
yeah,
bored. That's a good
the
pin. Actually,
boredom.
we should. Yeah.
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 We
So like one
actually
of
actually
the
this one and
oh,
FOMO are the top two reasons why people are
mm,
addicted. But it's
Yeah.
interrelated, you see, interrelated.
Hmm.
Like we're
one
so used to this way of filling out about our time and space. Yeah.
yeah, one of the best thing is during wedding dinner, right? You are being seated with the table of strangers, and
Yeah.
then if you run
Yeah.
out of topics or if they don't know how to engage in a conversation, then they'll just pick up their
Yeah.
handphone and
Yeah.
they look so important. Even though the dinner starts at like what 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, talking of meals, then. So, this is the question. How often do you use your screens during meals or while spending time with your family or friends? Now, where it must have been maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I was very conscious I was doing this. And so I'm now always saying to myself, no, don't have that phone, don't be using it, because just to get a bit personal here, my boy was noticing it as well, and that was two
Mm.
years ago. He was saying, "Daddy, I'm trying to say something to you. Why are you on your phone?" And
Oh,
then that struck me in the heart. That was like,
Mm,
oh
mm,
God,
mm, mm.
okay. So
that's
for
it.
me, it's something that I have to raise my consciousness and know that I'm doing it, and I stop it. So mindfulness. How about you two?
Um, for me, same thing. I mean, I will. Okay, that's the thing because, like, for example, during dinner time, right? Even though I'm having dinner and it's our dinner time, but newsroom they are still doing like the newsroom timing is a bit off. Like when I'm
Useless.
already knocked off work, right? But then another team is still working because their off time
Mm,
is maybe 10:30 p.m. So like so that's why sometimes when I'm home I need to really do some work. But because of this habit, then I get the habit of like when I finish my dinner first, right? I'll just go and grab my phone. Right? While eating, I won't like do my phone like that. I won't
mm,
I won't do that. But because I eat very fast, like 8 minutes I finish, right? I will just start swiping. Then my son like just started maybe the third scoop or something. And then when I was away, actually they told my wife that I'm always like after I finish my food, I just go and swipe my phone. they complain to my wife that, oh, daddy never accompany us during dinner
Ah,
because like he would just finish the dinner and then sit aside. But because I was same thing, I finished my dinner, right, then I was bored. And then I was like, okay, I'm bored. Okay, I should go and check out my IG or whatever shit. Yeah. So yeah, that's I'm guilty
definitely
at
edited.
such.
Definitely
Yeah,
edited.
yeah.
Hey, but you know something? Most of the time when I'm touching my phone, right? I'm probably like Dan. I'm more of. I mean, of course, there's a good balance of a good amount of time where I'm viewing content, but I'm also editing, doing some social media work like editing my photos, you know, things like that, rather than just mindlessly consuming useless info.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But they
Do
are
you
fun.
do you ever experience eye strain, headaches, or fatigue after extended screen use?
Yeah,
uh
I don't actually. I
yeah.
don't have any of this.
yeah, I'm fine as well. And I accept, let's say, watching a drama on a bus. Again,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
it's not because of that, of like IG swiping or whatever. It's really because I'm constantly, let's say, reading a novel or watching a drama on phone. Then I will
Mm,
get that car sick kind of thingy. But other than that, no, not really.
yeah,
Uh,
I
no,
think so.
no. Okay. So, guys, if you find yourselves, this is you two and me and the audience, if you find yourself answering yes to many of these, it could indicate that a digital detox might be beneficial. So, digital detox is what are we talking about here?
uh,
Prolonged,
um,
prolonged.
You know, you
yeah,
know
Well,
something.
what's the definition? Definition
You,
first.
you know
A
something.
period of intentional disconnection from digital devices to reduce stress, improve mental well being, and restore focus by taking a break from constant connectivity and digital distractions. So I think because I've had other types of detox in my life, including
Lego.
cigarettes and coffee. Yes, I
Actually, it's not that
realize that this can. I definitely don't want to be doing cold turkey with this. It's not possible. But you could do weaning off certain things and try and make it. You know, let's not check it every single minute when you're on the train or something. Maybe just put it in your bag and just sort of see if you can do a train journey without it. Uh,
Actually,
yeah.
talking about that, right? Sometimes when my phone is dead, like low bat, right? I actually enjoy that moment of
is.
that
Hmm.
quite of yeah, the moment of peace. Really, like I feel like that moment is very precious. Like sometimes I purposely do not want to charge my phone so that I can prolong
Hmm.
that kind of feeling.
That's
And
interesting. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And now I'm in Malaysia, right? So whenever I'm in Malaysia, sometimes my hometown, the digital connection is quite bad last time. I mean, now obviously it's quite smooth, right? Which is quite bad because I realized every time when I come back here, right, I use less phone because the connection is so bad. Like every time I need to refresh my IG 10,000 times, then you refresh. Then I'm like, I get frustrated about it. Then I'll just stop using my phone. And then because of the digital, like the Wi-Fi is bad, right? Then the TV is always not online. So we can't watch TV as well. So I ended up will come
TV's not
like go
online.
back to my old books. I go back to my old books and then I'll flip some books and then I'll play with my kids. I'll build Legos. You know what I mean? Like I really can go without my phone for quite a long time.
And this is the
Which
point
is
where we
which
insert. This is
huh?
the point where we insert our sponsors, whichever telco to sponsor our travel router.
which I have now. But the thing is that's the thing. I think a detox is good. Um whether you need it or not, I would say
Hmm.
that after you experience it, then you will actually realize whether you need it or not. Because before you experience it, right? Maybe you will feel nervous, you will feel FOMO, you will even feel scared, and
Hmm.
you just imagine, you and your loved ones. Let's say more than just your wife or your partner. Okay, maybe the family. Okay, of 6 or to 8. You are in a house. Okay, and no one is allowed to use phone. Will you feel nervous? Actually, I do. I'm like, shh. Oh no, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do with them? Like, I feel like, oh no, what? You know what I mean? It's just, and it
Hmm.
happened 2 years ago when I went to Perth with my family, and and interestingly, because we were in this cottage where your phone is just out of range. There's no internet connection, there's no civilization. So after our kids went to sleep, right, me and my wife, we felt a bit
become
awkward,
become
We
uncivilized.
felt a bit like, oh no, what should I do? No, I already have two, so maybe not. So
Ah,
so
that's
after the
yeah.
kids went to sleep, right, we really felt like, okay, shall we do there's some books, there's some like card games, board game in the house. I'm like, shall we do a card game or board game? It became a bit awkward in the beginning.
Yeah, board game is
Yeah.
really board game.
I
Board,
don't know. I don't
board,
know. I think
board.
that is a challenge. But after you experience it,
Hmm.
then maybe you will realize that actually it's not a bad feeling. It's
Yeah,
quite
I
quite refreshing.
yeah, I can appreciate that the whole idea is something you're not used to because you could always just look down at your phone if you run out of
Uh,
run out of things to
off
say.
topic or awkward or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to go off a tangent because this is quite a big topic. We want to focus in, but I've noticed the recent years, but I think this is age. So everyone out there, this is probably when you do hit your late 40s. Remembering stuff is now you can delegate or assign it to the internet. So if you're going, oh, you remember that movie? Oh, who was in it? Okay, just IMDb. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or if you want to remember something of, a fact, then it's like, I can't remember. Oh, just look on the internet. So you don't need to store so much
Mm.
in your heads anymore. You can just rely on good old Google to help you out. And that's in terms of conversations, right? So you're having a conversation, then you go, damn, what was the name of that dude that invented da 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 da? Just look on the internet. So it's sort of, I'm finding myself trying to reference the internet a lot with conversations. Anyway, but I think
Yeah, yeah.
focusing on the FOMO is a good thing actually. The fear of missing out. I think in terms of, let's say that my addiction to social media, I I do have a fear of missing out what's going on, and then I'll feel like something could be happening in the world and I don't know about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that
yeah.
is
Yeah.
that something you mean a fear of missing out, or fear of missing out in terms of like in the world of social media and being being
I I think
online,
that
an
also.
online
I think that
presence?
also.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think that also it's
Hmm.
the same. It's like you ask yourself, do you actually need to know that piece of news so soon, so immediate? So why do you have to, like, not only because you are fear of missing out of other friends' life, you also fear of missing out. Like, what if I didn't catch up with this piece of news? What if I'm not sure? I'm not aware that Ben Affleck and Jennifer is gonna like get a divorce. What if? There are a lot of what if, but actually, do you? Oh, you see, TY is not aware. No, now you are fear.
Who's
I'm
Now
Jennifer?
not.
you now you
Who's
need to
that?
go Google. Then then
Okay,
then then you'll be
I'll do
like,
it now.
so same thing. Even though you are
Hmm.
swiping your IG and you are just reading pieces of news to news and news, right? Do you actually need that much? Do you actually need that
Yeah.
much? Imagine those are physical books, and then they are like, do you just turn back in time like 20 years ago? If you at your age 20 years ago, would you like constantly read so many books all the time? You won't, right?
Hmm.
You just, okay, I'll delegate this 1 hour to reading, and then I'll just go and have a cup of tea, look out the window, gaze out a bit. Then after you come back and maybe read a bit again or something. But you won't constantly think that, oh no, if I don't read this book, then I'm missing out. I don't need read this newspaper. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also a kind of intellectual FOMO.
Hmm.
Kind of,
Well,
yeah,
imagine
and
actually, and
boredom. Yeah.
and this will link to our past conversation about what age should handphones be allowed for children. So children brains are also very susceptible to this, and far more, they'll go down rabbit holes and get into a lot more trouble because their minds are not mature enough to really be self-aware of what's going on, especially with how social media algorithms are keeping them connected, keeping their eyes on the screen. That's their job. They're
Mm,
programmed in such a way that they need people to be on them constantly, for advertisements and things. That's how they make their money. The social media companies. So yeah, it links quite well. But at our age, we're still susceptible to the mind games or the algorithm games that they're playing on us to
mm.
keep us there. Um, so that's probably one thing. So there's the FOMO thing. There's the algorithms. What was the other thing I wanted to put a pin on? The it was missing out, wasn't it? Was it? Yeah, I think that was the FOMO thing.
Boredom to fill up
Oh
your
yeah,
time.
boredom. Yeah, boredom.
Boredom,
Boredom.
boredom.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
mean,
okay, this,
even today, I
yeah,
ordered my coffee at Toastbox. We're not sponsored, and and I ordered it, and then I got my phone out straight away while I was waiting for the coffee. It's like what?
yeah.
It's
It's
like
like
a boredom tick.
every gap you have. Okay, I
Yeah,
tell you what. It's like even when I go to toilet, not going to shit, just to pee, right? Sometimes I'll just put my phone in front of my I'll just put there and then I'll just pee. After that, I'll just,
and
yeah, I
the
feel
phone will
like
drop
I'm
in.
sick. I'm like really, I'm an addict. Oh,
You know something? I feel that I don't think our generation and moving ahead using our mobile devices connected to the World Wide Web and or connected to information or useless information is that bad that a bad thing. I don't think so.
no.
So I don't think I will remove my device,
mm,
and uh, yeah, I don't like to say this, but I still feel that the family or the people around you, friends, family, takes an important part, because if you engage your friend in a conversation, then we talk, right? But the problem is, can your friends engage you, and can you engage your friends?
Hmm.
If you can engage your friends and you're hitting a wall, sooner or later you will take out your phone and look at the phone,
Hmm.
because the person is not reciprocating,
mm,
right? So but if you guys can just, hey, talk to the strangers, and I like to talk to strangers. I always like, you have two kind of a Grab user, right? One that will swipe the phone. I'm the type where I will talk to the driver. I will find out what he does for a living, what he does before, or what he did
that
before he become a
becoming a
Grab
real
driver,
driver.
and that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing. We
yeah.
talk about everything. Yeah. So and let's say if I'm with my family, and or if you are with your kids, um I always say, yeah, watch YouTube together and learn something together. You can go to a science channel. You can look at Lego. You can find out what's the latest movie together. So it's not. I think the unhealthy part is we are doing our own self entertainment. We are looking at our own movie. Someone, your spouse or your friend is looking at their own movie. They are all looking at their own stuff,
Hmm.
but you're at the same dining table.
Hmm.
Now that's
Hmm.
unhealthy to me.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing things together, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
always connected. That's
That's a
fine.
good point, actually. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're a group setting of family or friends, then you shouldn't be atomized into separate, as you said, and watch your own things. I think with just like we talked about work life balance on the last episode, um, it's a balance. So you don't need to detox. You just need to make sure that you're balancing out your time with friends and family with
Mm,
online. We can't cut it out completely. It is actually impossible because you need it for work, and it's entertainment, and it is helpful, and it is a rest. Having a respite from daily life is to go online and do recreational stuff, if it's watching YouTube or scrolling through Instagram. So I think for me, it's just being mindful and having a balance. And it's like with most things in life, it's a balance. Like
mm.
diet, have a balanced diet. You can still have your junk food, but don't have it every day. You know, you just spread out the junk.
But that's the thing, you see. How do you define whether there's a junk food or not, and how do you define the amount of it? For example, some people might think that
Hmm.
having instant food, like even though it says that it's healthy, is whatever, as long as you, for example, the traditional mom will say that if you eat out, it's unhealthy. You know why?
Hmm.
Whenever you eat out, it's unhealthy. That's a very Chinese thing, right? So the definition seem to goes back to, for example, if let's say, oh, I'm on my phone but I'm checking news. Is that,
Hmm.
I don't know, like, oh, I'm on my digital device but I'm sketching, I'm drawing something. I'm receiving notification, yes, because I'm on my digital device, right? And constantly, if let's say receive an email that I think is important, I'll just click in and I'll read, and then I'll continue my sketching. But is it considered as an addiction? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that actually that would make a good app, wouldn't it? It would be the app that watches not just what your iPhone can tell you you're spending this amount on Twitter, this amount on YouTube, this on Facebook. It can then say you are addicted to social media. You must stop. You must reduce your hours and
Actually, I
start
think
talking to real humans.
just now I was checking the data, right? Then I realized I think there is a function where you can limit your there's like set limit for your app. Like you can actually set
Ah,
limit, like
okay.
one day I can only
Okay.
use 10 minutes of IG. After it reach right, you maybe
Hmm.
there's an app, but whether you want to do it or not, you can try. Yeah.
That's a scary thought, and but plus it could also work out how much conversation you're having with real people because it's always listening with your microphone.
Mm,
Now that's
mm,
scary.
yeah.
Wait, are you using a Android or iOS
iPhone.
Android.
device?
I'm Android.
I okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, you
No,
can set
well,
daily limits for most app. When the app limits ends, the app is paused for the rest of the day.
Hmm.
yeah, iOS has that function as well. Yeah,
Shall
There
I
you
but
shall
of
go.
I
course,
limit shall I limit myself on IG for,
Yeah, I
let
think
me
I'll do
start
this.
let me
I'll do
start
the same on. I'll do the same on Twitter, and
Okay,
there we
I'll set
go.
30 minutes for tomorrow. 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes.
30 minutes. That's suicide. It's called screen time for iOS device.
It's
Hmm.
But
just yesterday, as in like today, right? I have already used 1 hour and 39 minutes on IG. And imagine, right? I'm not constantly on IG. I'm just occasionally checking it. I'm very surprised by this almost 2 hours
Hmm.
time on IG.
Hmm.
Meaning,
you don't.
I never really
Mm,
spend 10 minutes constantly on IG. I'm just like,
No,
okay,
it's
when
on
I'm
and
free, I
off.
just check.
Yes, it
Yeah, on and off, and it's
tallies
two
up.
hours. It's mad.
Hmm.
Oh, now it's great. Great is gray in color. You see, it's on my top page.
there was a old centuries old painting showing a girl at the countryside walking, and she was holding a notebook, something like that. So it was a century old painting, and then people were saying, "Oh, this girl traveled from the future to the past. She was looking at her handphone."
Kindle maybe.
Huh? What's that?
Kindle,
What's that?
Kindle books.
A Kindle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably. Yeah. So they were saying, "Oh, there's a phone." Well, obviously it's not. She's so engrossed in her Bible
Hmm.
while
Uh,
walking home because they had to walk long distance from one end of the farm to the other, right? So she's reading. So I guess then her parents or grandparents will be, no, you're engrossed, you need a Bible detox, or you need a book detox. You've been reading too much, you're gaining all the information. Why do girls or young kids like you need information, you know?
Uh,
Right. So I said, no, that's, it's weird, right? So
Yeah.
imagine you looking back at then, it's like, oh, what kind of thinking are they talking about? It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That girls are not supposed to be educated? So now, let's say fast forward 200, 300 years, and they be looking at us. What? There were articles that
limit
tells
them reading
human,
news.
limit use absorption of information. You know, because you're constantly absorbing information. Of course,
Yeah.
there are good information and bad information. It's your job to filter it out, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard because then there are people who get radicalized because they can't think, or they just believe so much in the information that I'm radicalized and I want to fight for whatever cause. But then
Yeah.
there will be people who believe in this, that, and that. You know, also
Mm.
of conspiracy theories, the second shooter,
Oh well,
and
there you
also
go.
this.
That's linked. That's linked probably to our other episode on woke culture.
Mm.
That's been inspired by people too much time online, getting radicalized about some this that and getting offended. So it's all kind of
Yeah.
interlinked in a way. Where
Yeah,
where
so it's
yeah.
like every generation, even during the Chinese Cultural Revolution, they can stop you and say, no, you're reading some science book, just like the tree body problem, right?
Mm,
You're reading some
mm,
science articles, and that's blasphemy. Why are you doing this? So it's, I don't know what's there will be health benefits, or some, or things going to be detrimental if you are too engrossed.
Mm.
You read in a poor lighting condition, you don't rest, you don't do something else.
mm.
Basically, you are at the extreme. But if you're not being extremist, then I think that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the talents, all the expert, the Olympic athletes, the artists, basically they are also they are radicals of their own field, right? It's just, and then because they are so good, they have been doing the same thing over and over again. They refine, the muscles and everything, the skill of holding the pen. Yeah, they are also some form of extremists themselves, right?
Um.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Korean, a favorite Korean cartoonist. He's brilliant. He doesn't even draw boxes. He just draw freehand, and it becomes
Mm.
a very nice animation, and things like that. Yeah, but he said, yeah, how do you train? He said, no, I didn't train. I don't like to study. I just like to doodle, and he's been doing since he was like schooling. So he has
Yeah.
that advanced head start, right? So, and then over time, he doesn't need any form of guidelines. He just draw, in any perspective. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I interrupted Ken.
No, 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 no. I was just like looking at the time and I was like, I think it's time for conclusion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I I think a short
Conclusion.
conclusion from me is like, I think whether you need a detox or not, just like TY said, it all depends on how you see it. But I think it's worth a try. And how you detox, it's really up to you. For example, I went for a drama, and then before we went inside, they said that because it's an immersive drama, right? For the next 3 hours of show, you're not allowed to use your phone. You need to deposit your phone with them.
Okay.
Okay, you have to
Yeah.
like put, and then because previously I was in entertainment line, I always go for movie premiere, and
Mm.
sometimes I was required to just deposit my phone as well for the next 2 3 hours. If let's say you have an end game kind of movie that runs 3 hours, right? So it's a kind of detox as well, so you can
Mm.
set, you can try take it as like a game, like, okay, today
Yeah.
I'm gonna detox for 3 hours without phone, tomorrow 4 hours, another like weekend 6 hours, I'm not gonna touch my phone purposely. It's just a it's kind of like a nice kind of feeling, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna be incorrigible. I'm gonna say I don't need this detox. I don't even think that moving away from phone is gonna be a detox. I think that's more
You're in
stressful.
denial.
That's more
No,
stressful.
you'll be more
And
stressful, you
hang on,
see,
hang on,
intoxicated this kind.
hang on, yeah. Hang on. And what is the real detox? It's not touching the phone, and yet you're doing something else. If you ask me what's the real detox, you don't touch your phone, you don't attend a work, you don't do anything, you just meditate, you just think of nothing. Now then, to me, then that's detox. But if you take away your phone, but yet you are doing work, you are doing something else, that's not detox. You're still consumed
No,
by
no, no,
another
no,
form
no,
of
no, no,
distraction.
no. You see,
Yeah.
you take away your phone and your
Mm.
digital devices for your
Then
case, and then you
yeah.
go and play your guitar,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you can
sure.
just
I'm
you
happy.
just
I can do that
you know,
for
yeah,
hours.
you read a book or do whatever
I
lah,
can do
whatever
that. I can
that is just
draw.
yeah,
I can go for a run. I can. But
yeah.
that to me, that's not detox. Detox is right. Not doing anything. Not
So
even
okay,
just
so
mindless.
the way or rather how it makes you feel detox is also important. Like what TY
Oh,
suggests, like for me, if I don't touch any of my digital devices and if I'm focused on a book, whatever book it is for 2 3 hours, I think is a very good detox to me already. Yeah.
oh, I
So
know, I
but
know, I know, I know, I know.
yeah,
I know what's the new. I know the correct definition. I mean, earlier I said I'm connected to the digital device 24/7, right? No, I
yeah.
think we should not use a day to quantify it. We should use our lifetime to quantify it.
Chair.
If you spend
Oh,
more than
okay.
half your lifetime, more than
Yeah.
70% of your lifetime that you're on your
Yeah.
media device, then you are addicted. So
But
only
it's really, you see, when I was in China, right? When I was in China, digital payment is a must, right? Whenever you go out,
Mm.
and ordering is by via scan QR ordering whenever you're in a restaurant, and then when it's just impossible to go without phone. Like when you step into a place, they will ask you, "Are you a member?" Oh, because member you got 20% discount.
Mm.
Okay, do you understand? It's free. Oh, do you have that
yeah,
voucher? Oh, it's $20 off. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's just impossible to go without phone. If you go without phone, people will be like, how do you survive? You can't. You really can't.
Yeah.
maybe
That's
in China
why
you can't. Huh?
that's why power bank renting is really blooming in China. Every single
Mm.
corner, every shops that you go, there's definitely a place where you can rent the power bank to charge your phone so that you can
Mm,
pay. Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I know the specifically which areas of the digital device I am addicted to, which is sort of sending off endorphins in my head, and I want to do it again, and that is in the morning going on Twitter, in the evening going on Twitter. I know that this is doing something to my brain. I like it. So I'm gonna my detox will be quite it'll go direct to those areas where I know that it's not it's not good, especially before going to bed and getting up in the morning. It's not good. I mean, you should just be trying to get up in the morning,
mm,
gradually wake up, not just go straight on the phone. That's just I know for me that's not good. That's not healthy. That's a problem. And then the the boredom thing, that's an interesting one. I think
mm,
I might realize if I'm getting bored and I'm going to do something else, not just scroll, you know. So that for conclusion, that would be for me. You got to
I'll
pinpoint and be
detox.
honest with yourself. I'm not going to do a blanket. I need my hand phone for do traveling and sending emails, but I know there's specific areas where I'm a bit addicted, so I want to detox from that because I know there's a problem. That's good when you're being an adult. You can really work that out. I think the
Mm,
problem with kids, they can't really work that out. So we're quite it's good that we've got this discussion, and hopefully people can just be honest with yourself. You've got a problem in that area. Don't just say I need my phone so I'm still going to use everything because I need my phone for getting on the MRT. Yeah,
Here's
be
one good way.
specific. Do the knife attacks into specifics. That's my conclusion.
Here's one good way for the kids. You have that Daiso timer, cooking timer, right? You get 1 hour, things like that. So you tell your kid, hey, go ahead and play your game. 1 hour,
mm,
stop. Because we always tell them go and play a game, stop in 1 hour, but they won't know when's 1 hour,
Mm.
when the 1 hour is up, right? So you have that
Yeah.
thing, and that's good for them to train the discipline, and then you'll be pleased if they observe that
Mm.
ringer and then they stop by themselves. Then over time they gain that discipline. Yeah, I think that's something that's good to try out.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not even sure if I can be that disciplined myself. But okay, I'll try. Like I'll always request my kids to be that disciplined, but I'm not. Now that you mention, I'm not sure whether I can be that disciplined myself.
Well, you
Really,
need
But
to
this
be
is
the
the
you need to be the role model.
I know, I
this is the
know.
this is a separate topic, but this is the typical thing, you know. Well, your parent will make you study so hard because of their inadequacy. They didn't study that hard, so you will make your kids study so hard because of your inadequacy that you never study so hard. So it's the same thing. So don't
Yeah,
blame
yeah, yeah.
yourself. It's okay. Just embrace
I know,
it.
I
You
know, I
know.
know, I know. It really is really hard. It's like how I always control them. Like, okay, it's already 1 hour. Let's just turn off the TV. But if I'm watching that drama or movie,
There you go.
I can't. I
Drama
can't. I will
binge.
just okay. One more. One more. It's the same as my son. My son will be like, okay, one more, one more. I'm like, one more episode. Then I'll be like, okay, one more episode. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's why. But again, I think yeah, you should try it, guys. If you
Well, for
haven't,
example, we said we're going to stop 40 minutes. Now it's what, 50
Yeah,
minutes, and we never
yeah,
stop on
we're
time.
addicted, man. We're addicted.
yeah,
Anyway,
we're addicted
everyone,
of caffeine.
share some of your comments with us. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
addicted? Do you suffer any of those 10 questions that I proposed at the beginning? Maybe you need a detox.
And of
Yeah.
course, sponsors who want us to talk about anything under the sun, we will talk about it. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, see you guys.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye
Adios.
bye.